So that's my expertise. Here, what I'm going to present, how I'm using AI into my day-to-day classes or different places. Those are the experts. With respect to policy, whenever the first time when I come to the class, I tell my students, no AI use. If you use AI, you're going to get 400% reduction of the points. You're not going to pass this course 4 times ever. So no AI use. That's my policy for my classes. Okay. Unless there is one specific class, there is a lot of coding. I want them to explore it. I want them to learn it because that's going to be their body in future. So they need to know on those data analysis part. Other than that course or a specific portion of it, AI is strictly prohibited for my students. But for me, I'm a faculty, so I have the possibility to use it because AI is there, as a couple of other presentations actually given. It's there to give you the perspective. It's going to be there. We just have to adopt it. Question is how we are going to adopt it, whether we can adopt it, okay? So I know everyone is talking about the linguistic model, the editorial, the proofread, use my writing style, can you change it into my writing style? You can do all those things. I'm not going to go into the editorial. I'm going to do how I explored ChatGPT, or I'm a ChatGPT or different kind of plugins user. I'm not going to say I'm a pro user, but I'm a user, I'm a learner. And I also actually use Elicit, which is a backup end is generative AI, so for research or mainly for literature review. Let's dive into it. So my, it's just an experience what I got, how much I got into AI. That's what I'm going to show in here. Agenda-wise, I'm going to show you one after another case studies, what I did in different classes, how I use it, or whether it can be useful for others. You can use it as well. So one of the favorite of my course is engineering problem solving. So in this course, what we do actually, we teach student MATLAB so that they can adopt coding, that whether they can have knowledge about computer programming, as well as they learn a lot of Excel analysis, data analysis as well, like 40% Excel analysis going into optimization, solver, a lot of other techniques. Dive into there because those are needed as the engineering problem solving. Problem is when you get into the books, you'll see the MATLAB books or the engineering problem solving Excel books. Those are related to a lot of finance problem, a lot of computer engineering problem, not specifically what I want to. I want my student focus on civil engineering. These are the problems you're going to see in future. You're not going to see those problems in the examples or the practice problem. What I do, I actually give them an idea. This is an example you can do. Then I went to ChatGPT, tell them create a project on a beam analysis and deflection. This is one of the examples they actually did for the exam, one of the project. This is not just one iteration because when you, as previous actually presenter told you, when you create some kind of question, there are going to be a lot of issues or errors because they don't know the exactly behind what are the parameters, how it's impacting. So you have to do your own analysis. I had to do my own analysis, revise. After a couple of refinement, I was able to create one after another project with different kind of specific chapters or need, and so that students can solve them easily. That's related to that. So this one made my life much simpler. So creating those problems, he's giving a framework, what could be there, what are those things. I just tweak the numbers. Maybe there's some more numbers. The question is, am I data analysis? The good thing is that with ChatGPT, they have the data analysis backbone, so they can do the analysis as you want, and you can tell them which model you want to use. They can do the analysis and give you the exact result what's required. I'm going to show a couple of examples as I go more. Okay. So this is one of the, other than project, is one of the classes quiz. So I'm an engineering professor. I try to take the attention that my students are always attentive in my class. So whenever I teach them, they usually call me pop quiz faculty or teacher, professor, because I give them a lot of pop quizzes. Whenever at the end of the class, here is your pop quiz, 5 questions, whatever I taught you, last 40 minutes, 50 minutes, or 1 hour, 20 minutes, take a pop quiz on this, okay? Your attendance and participation points, 5 to 10% coming from there. So that's my all-time. I have in each year, each course, if you see my blackboard, 16 to 22 pop quizzes. I actually draw 4 list point from there just to give them a little bit of room from there. Okay, so what I did in here, so let me see whether I can bring up my ChatGPT. Can I bring up my ChatGPT, Dennis?
Yeah, you should be able to. Yeah, for sure.
No, I can, but is it in policy going to restrict?
You do you.
Okay.
That's my philosophy.
Let me go back. Okay, so this is another